Okay guys, so there is the latest viral trend on the internet that's all about creating ASMR videos, in that case of cutting the glass fruits or even vegetables. And now we can see the videos at the left side of the screen. However, what I mean, I created the entire automation that allows you to create these videos on autopilot, from creating the idea to publishing the content in 10 seconds via Potato. And actually, the best point is I'm sharing this entire workflow 100% for free, along with all of the instructions for our AI agents. So watch this video to the end because I will show you how you can download this entire template. Also, as you can notice, this type of the content gets millions and millions of views on social media. And actually, imagine you can publish it on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. And again, you can get millions and millions of views, everything on autopilot. This automation produces for you videos every day without you doing anything. And now probably is the best moment to learn about n8n and AI agents. Because remember, if you create the automation once, so for an example, this one I will be showing you in this video, then you can run it on autopilot, you can save a lot of time, or even get a lot of traffic for any of your products or your social media. But with all that being said, let me show you how you can get access to the specific template 100% for free. So we go ahead to AI enthusiasts, link will be in the resources of this material. You click on the classroom, it's 100% community. You click on YouTube resources, then ASMR shorts, and you've got all of the instructions, all of the content, 100% for free. And at the bottom, actually here, you can download this specific template. So you can click here. You can click on download. Also, you've got the link to Potato website. So this is the platform that we'll be using to publish the entire content. Then if you go ahead to n8n, you click on these three dots, you click import from file, and you just provide the specific template. Actually, this file, you've got the entire template set up, and that's pretty everything. You can use it right away without doing anything. You just need to just connect your credentials. However, in this material, I will show you how to change it. So within a minute, you can have your ready-to-use templates to create viral YouTube Shorts, TikTok Shorts, and the content for social media. After you download the JSON template, you can go ahead to right top corner and click on these three dots and click import from file. So after you click on your JSON template, you've got the entire automation set up. You need to only change the credentials. However, I will be showing you everything step by step in this material. So watch it to the end. However, you know, it's great. You've got the entire system to create viral shorts for the specific case. Now, before even I will guide you through how to build this entire project, I will show you how this automation works. So I can click on execute workflow. And what it does, it triggers every day. Then it takes the past videos we created actually in the past. So we avoid duplicating the content. We aggregate. So we create actually with these two nodes, we create the list that we give to our generate video idea AI agent that returns for us the specific idea. So for that case, we've got glass pineapple. Then we create the prompt. We actually append the row. So we set the entire project to progress status. And we create the video, we wait, we get the video, we upload it to Potato, and now look, within 10 seconds, we've got the entire content published on social media without us doing anything. And everything is thanks to the Potato, which is an amazing platform to publish your content on social media. So look how many platforms we have. We've got a Twitter, which is X, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, even YouTube. So we can publish the content at once. I will put the link in the description of this video. And also here, if you click it, you've got free trial, so we can use it. And there again, we'll be using this platform because it's very intuitive. It allows you to actually, just connect your automation with social media. And there's the point. Actually, when we use n8n, sometimes we've got a problem. So the platforms are very sensitive from where we upload the content and all of the stuff. So we may have problems without the Potato to connect, for an example, our automation to YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn, or even any other platform. However, with it, we can do this within seconds. We can upload the content here. And again, that's great. Feel free to check it out. But for now, let's dive in and let me exactly explain you what we do step by step in this entire project. So firstly, we've got a schedule trigger. So I trigger the automation every day at midnight. Then I've got my Google Sheets. So what I simply do, I get my latest videos. yeah, my latest video ideas. If you haven't created previously any videos with this automation, let me show you. You can simply fulfill the first row with some random object. So let's say glass kiwi. So then what we do simply with this step, we get the rows, so we get the elements, and then we create the list from it. So we feed our AI agent that creates the idea for the video with the specific list, and we avoid duplicating the content. So simply the operation is get rows. We provide the document, sheet 1, and afterwards we've got 3 items. So first we've got glass kiwi, glass watermelon, and glass pineapple because these videos were created. Okay, after we do this, we've got 3 items. So we would like to combine them together. We use aggregate node. So simply we just provide the field name, which is object type. Okay, so this is the name of the variable. That's why we provide the object type field name. And then after we do this, we've got 1 item. So this is our array with 3 separate items, okay? But we want to like combine it and put it into a text form. So edit field is the best approach to do this. Simply what we do, we create our new field to set. We name it as the list. We choose the form which is string, and we provide the simple object. So this is our array. We provide it here, and yeah, you can see. Afterwards, it gives us the row, actually not the list with 3 items that we can use later. So this is pretty important because actually imagine if you didn't have it, you would need to, or even you would have the duplicated content. That's terrible because, you know, like you have the most accurate automation. That's why we just provided these specific steps. So you avoid any duplication, and then you create the rare content, very unique, and that you have never created. Okay. So after we provided our, after we extracted our previous videos, then we use our generate video idea AI agent. So in the prompt, we just give the list of existing objects videos. Simply you get this variable, you take it, and then you put it here. Perfect. Also remember you've got here 2 options, so source for prompt, and I've chose define below, not connected chat trigger node. So firstly define below, I provided the prompt. Then we can set up require specific output format. However, firstly now you can set it up, and later in a while I will explain you why I've done it. We've got also the system message. So remember all of this stuff, so all of the instructions, system messages, like all of the data, you can find inside our community. So if I scroll up, you can find our prompt, system message. You can exactly take it, just copy, go here, paste it there. It's the same as you can notice. So yeah, that's great. That's very comfortable. You've got structured output format. So every information you've got here. So join our 100% community. Also, when we go ahead to Classroom, we've got other different templates. So we can replicate n8n workflow, professional logos designer. You know, here also we've got the JSON file. So a lot of value. Feel free to do this. You've got passive income, YouTube channel using AI, also for free, other automations. So yeah, this is the disclaimer. However, for now, let's go back. Perfect. So we've got the system message, and simply inside, and we've got the purpose, output requirements, JSON output format, and parser, and here sample outputs. So in the purpose, we just define, you generate creative ASMR videos, ideas featuring unique fruits imagined as if they were made of translucent colored glass and sliced in close-up. These videos should feel visually satisfying, aesthetic, and designed to go viral in the ASMR glass cutting community. We've got the output requirements, so we just want to get 2 items, 2 variables. So first one is object and the caption. So the object is simply, for an example, glass mango, and the caption, we just simply add ASMR extension, and that's pretty it. So this is the entire instruction for this agent. However, we've got additional extension, which is structured output parser. And as I said, it's simply this specific code. So we've got the object and caption, and you can get it from here. You can just copy it. Perfect. And after you run this specific agent, you get 2 fields. as we required. So object glass pineapple and caption glass pineapple ASMR. Okay, after we processed our item and object we want to create based on the previous videos and so on, we generate the prompt. And now this agent is really sophisticated because inside what we have, we've got the prompt, really long instructions, and also the think note, which is specially customized by me. So it's pretty long, okay? So let's start from the beginning. Also, I forgot to mention, for the chat model, I'm using OpenAI. So simply GPT-4o mini. You can use 4o or let's say 4.1 mini. For that case, I'm using 4o mini. That's enough, and it's really cheap. Okay. For this model, also I'm using 4o mini. But here, let's start from the total basics. So again, we provide the value which is defined below inside the source for prompt option. For the prompt, I say, create a prompt for the video based on the following information. I provide the object and a caption. So these variables, so this specific one variable, perfect. And the second one is this, is this variable, great. And now also we require a specific output format. Nevertheless, inside only will have the prompt. It will be very simple, you will see. For the system message, I said it's sophisticated. Again, we've got a purpose, so you're a professional prompt generator for AI video tools that produce cinematic close-up ASMR, blah, blah, blah. So you can read it. So yeah, this is, like, I mean, I spent a lot of time on creating the instructions for this agent. So this is great. You've got prompt structure guidelines. So even small, like, details, scene setup, fruit details, cutting moment, camera movement, lighting mood, or even style realism. So we've got all of the necessary information, necessary requirements and rules for the model to behave in the specific way. And we've got the input, so what we give to the model. So we give the object and caption. An example output, so we just provide, we just say to the AI agent, hey, this is the example output I created in the past. Create something similar. Also make sure to follow these rules. So yeah, again, this system message is really, really accurate and proper. And that's why I put a lot of effort into creating it. So you can just copy it from here. System message, yeah, you can just copy it from here. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. And now pick the think tool. What we have inside the think tool. Again, like think tool, actually treat it as a brain of your AI agent. In some cases, like this one, we don't need to have the think tool because it's really simple. We only need to have we need to decide which fruit to create based on the list of fruits we have so far. So it's not that hard. However, if you create more creative piece of the content, or if your agent decides about something, think tool can help you to structure the entire output, okay? So for that case, I've got a purpose, and this think tool manages the entire creation process. So what we have? Use think tool to manage the entire prompt creation process for Glassfruit ASMR style video concepts. This note is designed to help you think through each creative decision before the actual prompt is written. Your job is to simulate a creative director's thinking phase, guiding yourself step by step through what the video should feel like, look like, and focus on before it becomes a final prompt. So again, it's kind of our manager for the entire prompt, okay? What you are creating, and this is the step-by-step thinking process. So first we've got the fruit concept, visual mood, cutting action, camera details. So again, it manages and checks the entire, creation process. And afterwards, this is the reason and this is the output. So we've got the perfect prompt to use, and it's really crucial, I can say, because at the end of the day, this agent does everything for you. So the prompt, creating the best prompt is the most important thing in this automation, You want to have the best prompt, because if you have poor agent that creates poor prompt, then you've got poor video. You know what I mean? Perfect. So it was our first stage, phase, I can say. So generate an idea. Next, we've got create video. Firstly, what we do, we use Google Sheets to append the row. So we select the document, which is n8n ASMR videos. It looks like this. So let me show you. We've got the object, URL, status. And here, this is everything. If you go ahead to our community, you can copy this Google Sheets right here, and you click on File, make a copy, and then you've got it. You can use it in your automation. So what we do inside, we pick the operation up and row. We exactly map specific columns. Columns. So the first one is object type. We inside provide the object from our generate video idea AI agent. So it's our object. We just provide it here, so this variable. And then only we change the status to in progress. We set it up to in progress because inside we've got two statuses. So the first one is in progress and the second one is done. Okay. So it's great to provide this note right here. But afterwards, we've got our HTTP request to create the video. And now what's very important, again, you've got step-by-step instructions how to set it up inside our community. So you can just copy and paste all of the values, but let me explain you. We choose the method which is post because we wanna actually post the request to the platform. We wanna connect to the platform. If we get the video later, we take from the platform, so the method will be get. For the URL, we are using this URL, and we'll be using the application which is fall.ai. That allows us to use different models to generate our content. So for an example, we've got the VO3, 11 Labs, Clink 2.1, we've got even Minimax High-Low 02, or even Flux Pro. So it's a great application, you can use it, that's very cool. And again, what we do, we provide the URL. For the authentication, we pick generic credential type, header authentication, and we just connect, we just provide the authorization, and inside the value, we provide the bearer, it's the bearer, and here our API key. For the API key, we go ahead here, we add API key, let's say it will be n8n VO3, we can create the key and just copy it and provide it there. That's pretty everything. By this way, you connect your credential. After you have your credential set up, then you can enable the body and choose the JSON using fields below, and we'll have 3 different parameters. Also, you've got explained it here. So the first parameter is a prompt, obviously, and what we do inside, we've got this specific code. So simply, we just take the prompt from this AI agent, so generate prompt. However, we've got additional actually comment. So we check if the text is pure JSON. In that case, if it doesn't have any like the comments to get to the new line, because if we have, it would crash. Like the entire automation would crash. So we just check if they are here. If yes, we replace them with just the space. Okay. So simply we just replace them with nothing. And then we get the raw prompt and we can just use it. So it's pretty straightforward. Actually, you can copy it from our community. So just get it from here. You've got the entire comment. And then the second parameter is generate audio. So generate, we've got this sign and audio. And this is the true. So we just trigger VO3 to generate the audio. We have the aspect ratio, so 9:16, because we are creating the shorts. And after you do this, you can execute the step and you should get the status which is in queue. And that's great. Then what we do, we wait for 4 minutes. Because if I go ahead to fall.ai and I move to the VO3, you can notice like the last video took 190 seconds. So for safety, we wait 4 minutes. If you don't have this specific step, your automation crashes. So this is the point. I've got here 4 seconds because it's for testing purposes. So simply I've pinned the data, I've created the video previously, so now I can do it faster. However, if you like created the automation, you change it for minutes. Okay, then after waiting for minutes, we can get the video. So as I said previously, when we connect to the application, the method is post. However, when we wanna get something back, the method is get. So we provide the method get URL, which is response URL. This one specific variable. So let me show you. You take your credential, pretty straightforward, and that's pretty everything. You get the URL. If you take this URL, you paste here. You should download, like the video should be downloaded, and then it looks like this. So simply let me show you. So you've got the video ready to use. That's great. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on here. Perfect. After you get the video, you wait additional 20 seconds. So you make sure the content is ready, and then you upload the content to Blotato, which is the platform that allows you to publish your content on autopilot on multiple social media, such as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, at once. So I've done it at once on autopilot, in this entire automation. So with the Blotato, you can actually use the specific automation and publish your videos on autopilot every day on social media again. So let me show you how I set up this specific step. In the URL, you've got this URL, so backendblotato.com v2 media. You can find it right here. And then you connect your credential. So simply what you do, let me show you. You go ahead, you create, actually let me show you on this credential. You provide Blotato-API-key, and then for the API key, you go ahead to Blotato. When you're in home, let me do it by this way. Let's say you're in home, and you click on the settings. You scroll down, and you copy API key right there. And now in the value, you just paste this specific API key, and you click on save, and it works. Okay, so again, Blotato-API key -API-key. You need to provide this specific name because it's the static value. Otherwise, you will have an error. Okay. So again, generic credential type, header authentication, Blotato. You send the body, JSON using fields below, and the name is URL. So we just provide the URL of the video. And now what you do, you take the URL from here, so from the wait node, and then the content is uploaded to Blotato. And why we do this? Actually, platforms are very sensitive. So TikTok is very sensitive from where the content is uploaded. So sometimes you may have errors, or you won't be able to upload the content directly from some application, let's say from n8n, because TikTok and other platforms are trusting only some specific platforms, if that makes any sense. And the Blotato is one of them. So again, it helps you to take your content and on autopilot, like connect it with other applications. It's really, I can say it's really comfortable. It's the best application for doing the stuff I've ever discovered. So for sure, I really recommend you to check it out. Again, the link will be in the description of this video. But for now, let me show you other steps. Actually, this is everything for now. We upload the content, and now it's the time for publishing it on TikTok. So we've got a method which is post. Other URL, that is about the Blotato. However, you can copy it from, where do we have our file? Okay, you can copy it from here. So instead of the media, we've got the posts. That's correct. You just use your credential, you send the body, JSON using JSON, and inside you've got the entire code for, entire JSON code for publishing on TikTok. So we've got the parameters, in the text right here, you use the text from generate video idea A agent. So this is the caption, perfect. So if I go ahead, I simply delete it. I provide the caption right here. So we just provide this as the title. For the media URLs, we provide the URL from Blotato. So simply again, drag and drop this variable here. And now there is a very important point. You need to provide your account ID. If you go ahead to Blotato, simply you click on login with TikTok. You connect your account, then you can copy your account ID. And simply what you do, you just delete it and you just paste it here. That's great. And you've got your step set up. The next thing is publishing on YouTube Shorts. And you've got everything the same. So what you can do in that case, you can click on the specific node and click Ctrl D to duplicate. And then you can just modify the JSON template, I mean the JSON code, and customize it for YouTube Shorts. So simply, we've got different form. So in the title, again, we provide the title from the caption from here. For the media URLs, we just take the URL from here, and you just need to take it. So let me show you how to do this. Again, you just feed this specific part with this URL. For the account ID, what you do again, you go ahead to Blotato, you copy your account ID, and then you just paste it here very simply, and you've got it set up within a minute or even seconds. For the LinkedIn, the same stuff. You've got the code, you have the text right there, media URLs, account ID. So again, to Blotato, you connect, you log in with LinkedIn, you copy your account ID. It's very intuitive. It's a great platform. So that's it. For Instagram, this is the entire code. You can take it from step 4, so publish on Instagram. And now even what I can do, I can disconnect my profile and show you that the process is really simple. So you log in with Instagram, you click allow, and then within seconds, like it's done, you've got your credential. You can copy account ID, provide it here, pretty straightforward. Remember, every time you create new connections, so let's say I disconnect right now this Instagram, so simply I can really fastly do this. So, okay, let me allow. The code changes. So for an example, you won't be able to use my account, obviously. So now, we've got different code. And yeah, it works by this way. So that's pretty everything. After, also, we've got the Facebook. We've got also the Facebook step. You need to provide your account ID, page ID, the text, media URLs, and that's everything. And at the end, we update the row and sheet. So we map the object type, so the specific row, and we check for the item we created. So glass pineapple for that case. And this is from our generate video idea agent. So we take the object, we put it here. Perfect. Also, we upload the URL of the video for tracking, and we set the status as done. So when I go here, I've got 2 videos done, 1 in progress. That's great. And I can say that's pretty everything. Remember to check out our free AI enthusiasts community. Inside, you've got a lot of resources. We've got plus 2,000 members. Also, feel free to check out Blotato. It's an amazing platform. And for now, I can say thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next material.